Hi everyone and welcome to Germany for Student channel. Today is the 29th lesson of A1 level of German language course, and today we are going to talk about the questions in German language. There are two different types of questions. First is the closed-ended questions, like where you ask a question and you expect a no or yes answer in response to your question. And the second type of question is where you ask a question and you expect an information or some explanation. These are called the open-ended questions. In this lesson, we will talk about closed-ended question where we ask a question and we expect a yes or no answer. So first, let's see some of the vocabulary related to this. The yes in German language is called ja and no is called nein. Yes, ja, no, nein. Then is the word question. Question in German language is called Frage. Die Frage, it's a feminine noun. Die Frage. Answer, die Antwort. Die Antwort. It's also a feminine noun, therefore it has also article die. Now on this side I have written a normal statements because this is what we are already aware of. We know that what is the sentence structure and what is the word order. At first position we have the subject, then we have verb at the second position, and we conjugate the verb according to the subject of the sentence, and then comes the object or any other preposition, etc. So first let's look at this sentence. Wir lernen Deutsch. We learn German. Now if you want to ask the question from yourself whether we learn German, do we learn German, then what you have to do is you have to simply place the verb at the first position and you have to place the subject at the second position. And this is what we have done here. Lernen wir Deutsch? Do we learn German? And if you really learn German, how can you answer it? Ja, wir lernen Deutsch. And you see that wir lernen Deutsch is the same sentence that we have written over here. So, next example is Paul bestellt einen Kaffee. Paul orders a coffee. Now, in this sentence, you see that first position is occupied by the subject. Second position is occupied by the verb, which is conjugated according to the subject, which is Paul. And then at the end of the sentence, we have one object, which is the direct object. And we know that direct object in German language is always accusative case. So for masculine noun, Kaffee is a masculine noun, and for a masculine noun, we have to use einen as a indefinite article. So if we want to make a question or if we want to ask whether Paul orders coffee, now if we want to ask a question, what we have to do is to put the verb at the first position and put the subject at the second position, and it will become a question. Bestellt Paul einen Kaffee, which means does Paul order a coffee? And if he doesn't order, then we will say Nein, Paul bestellt keinen Kaffee. Now here we are saying no, Paul does not order a coffee. Now you see that we have used a word keinen, which is a negative article, and we have learned in the previous lessons that whenever we want to negate a noun, then we have to use the negative article kein, and it can be keinen, keine, or keinem or keiner, depending on whether the noun that we are going to negate is a masculine, feminine, or neuter, and the case in which the noun is being used is accusative, nominative, genitive, or dative. In this case, cafe is a masculine noun and it is used in the accusative case, therefore we have used keinen. So if you haven't learned that lesson, please go to that lesson of negation and learn, because we will also use it in the next examples. Now let's look at the next example, which is Lisa fliegt nach Berlin. Lisa flies to Berlin. Now in this sentence also, at the first position we have subject, which is Lisa. At second position we have verb which is conjugated according to the subject, Lisa. Now in order to make a question or in order to ask if Lisa flies to Berlin, then what we have to do is we have to exchange the positions of verb and subject. So verb will come to the first position and subject will go to the second position, and the remaining part of the sentence will remain it is. So, fliegt Lisa nach Berlin? Does Lisa fly to Berlin? If Lisa does fly, then ja, Lisa fliegt nach Berlin. Next example is Sie kaufen eine Wohnung. They buy an apartment. Now, if we have to ask a question, what we will do? We will put the verb at the first position and we will put the subject at the second position, and the remaining part of the sentence will remain as it is. So, question will become kaufen Sie eine Wohnung? Do they buy an apartment? And if they don't buy an apartment, nein, sie kaufen keine Wohnung. No, they don't buy an apartment. Now, here we have used keine again because we are going to negate the apartment, and the apartment in this sentence is in accusative case. Therefore, we have used this ending for the feminine noun in accusative case. And the next two examples are for the perfect tense. One example is by using haben verb at the second position, and the second example is by using the sein verb at the second position. Let's look at the first example. Du hast Fußball gespielt. You have played football. Now, if we want to make a question or if we want to ask someone whether you have played the football, what we will do is we will take the conjugated helping verb at the first position and we will put the subject at the second position, and the rest will remain as it is. So the participle zwei here gespielt will remain gespielt and will remain at the end of the sentence. What we have to do is just to exchange the position of subject and conjugated helping verb. So the question will become, hast du Fußball gespielt? And if you have all played football, ja, ich habe Fußball gespielt. Now the second example is with the use of sein verb. Der Zug ist abgefahren. Here the subject is der Zug. The helping verb sein is conjugated according to the subject of the sentence, which is der Zug. And here I have used a verb abfahren. Abfahren means to depart. And since it is a perfect tense, we have to use the participle zwei or the perfect form of abfahren, which is abgefahren. Der Zug ist abgefahren. The train has departed. Now, in order to ask a question whether the train has departed, what we have to do is to put the conjugated helping verb at the first position and the subject at the second position, and it will become a question. So it ist der Zug abgefahren? Has the train departed? If the train has departed, ja, der Zug ist abgefahren. Yes, the train has departed. And if the train hasn't departed, nein, der Zug ist nicht abgefahren. Now, no, the train hasn't departed. Now you see that in order to negate here, we have used the word nicht, whereas in order to negate here, we have used the word keine or keinen. So your homework here is to put your answers in the comment why we have used keinen here, keine here, and in this example why we have used the word nicht. I hope this is clear to you now how we can ask the yes or no questions. The other type of questions which starts with the W words like what, when, why, etc. we will cover it after we have discussed the dative case. In the next lessons we will increase our vocabulary related to different topics, and after that we will start the dative case, and once we have completed the dative case, then we will start the W questions. I hope this is clear to you. If you have any question, comment, please put it in the comments and don't forget to submit your homework, and see you in the next video. Bye.